Pastor Steve here. I'm so grateful that you've offered to be a greeter for our upcoming event. So I've put together a little video to help you with a little bit of tips and tricks to help you be the best at this ministry opportunity. One of the core areas of hospitality is whether or not you're approachable. So here are some good questions to ask yourself to see how approachable you are. Are you someone who smiles a lot? Do you make good eye contact? Do you have a cheerful demeanor? Are you making the first connection by greeting them, the person in front of you, or by offering assistance? Are you distracted by those around you? Are you carrying on a conversation on the side that allows people to walk by without being seen? Here's a good one. Is your breath fresh? Did you know we keep mints at the information booth just in case you... Here's a tough one. Are you dressed appropriately? Across the culture, across the life stages, we find ourselves sometimes in different modes of dressing. Well, one of the best ways to consider how to dress for an event is to consider the event itself. Does your clothing match the tone of the event? Or does your clothing bring attention to you above those you're trying to serve? Another area of hospitality that's really important is alertness. Are you aware of that which is taking place around you so that you could have the right responses to them? Sometimes that's seeing the need of those that you're trying to serve. Are they coming to the door and needing help, assistance? Are they in a wheelchair? Are they elderly? Is there something that you can do that would help them? But it also is in what's taking place around you in terms of the service. I mean, if Gary's in the middle of a prayer, is that the best time to be chatting with somebody and walking them to a seat? All these things take place around us, and all the time we have to make these decisions. But ultimately, it's whether or not we're aware of our surroundings. If we're alert, that'll help us make some of those decisions. This last one is a little bit harder. It's, are you appropriate? And the reason it's difficult is because I think some of it is just going to be our reliance on the Holy Spirit to guide and direct us. Obviously, there are some areas like off-color jokes or laughing in a somber place that aren't appropriate. But other areas, I know I've been caught off guard even with the most simple things, like maybe wishing a happy Mother's Day, only to find out that mom was barren or lost a child. And so I can't know all of those things, but I can know the one who does, and that's the Holy Spirit. So I try to run some of what I am thinking or feeling or how I'm responding to people through the filter of the Holy Spirit to help guide me. One of the first things I like to do is to make sure that my heart is prepared. And one of the best ways to prepare your heart is to take a moment to pray. Quiet your spirit and ask God to help you have eyes to see the people that you'll be serving. I also like to be there about 30 minutes before the program starts because I know that there are people who are showing up early to prepare their hearts or prepare themselves for the ministry or even just to be with people. I want to make sure when they're coming in the door that I see them and that they are being seen. Before anything, though, I will check in at the information center just to make sure that there are no special instructions and to get a lanyard if I need a name tag or perhaps even a breath mint. Then I'll go do my job. So what's my job? Basically what the title of the job says, I'm there to greet. And what that means is that I need to be at the door, and the best is to be at one of the double doors, either on the south entrance or the north entrance, and stand on the outside of the door and open it as people are coming in. I understand there are times that the weather is going to be harsh and it might be cold, so in that case you may stand inside and then push the door open as the people are approaching the door. Be sure to make eye contact, be sure to greet, and certainly if you see somebody out having a hard time getting out of their car or needing assistance, I would run out there and help them. Leave your post for the sake of a person if that's what it takes, because we want them to feel warm, invited, cared for, seen. These are the things that are important to us. Thank you again for greeting.